Yo, people, what's going on? Back again with another episode. Daps in the building. What's going on, my guy?
I'm saying, bro, you good?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. Just chilling, man. What you telling me?
Both won, innit?
Yeah, for real.
Both won 2-1.
Yeah, but I can't lie. Ours didn't feel like a win, bruv. You know, like that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
It
You
is
know
what
what?
it is.
It's one of them ones for you lot, yeah, where people get the lights up. Firstly, get the lights up. The lights need to be higher. But with your thing, do you know what, bro? I was a fan of Ten Hag. Every week, I swear, I'm coming on here saying, it's getting stickier and stickier. That first half, I don't get it, bro. I don't get the tactics of this guy.
Not at all.
Not at all. I saw Bruno playing left back, bro.
Yeah, but bro, listen, bruv, he's played centre back for us as well at one point as well. The manager just keeps playing him in it. Like it's just one of them things where it's like we're playing a 3-1-6 with the left back joining into midfield, which is Lindelof, which doesn't work because Lindelof's dead. Do you know what I mean, bro? It's weird, fam. What we're doing, it's actually weird, and it's like our attackers aren't scoring goals, bro. Like our attackers aren't scoring goals. Like we got a goal from a midfielder, a centre midfielder, and a right back. Like our top scorers are midfield players. Rashford's got 1 goal, I think. Højlund's got no Premier League goals, I think. Anthony's got no Premier League goals. Like
that's mad, you know.
This is not acceptable, bruv.
Yeah. Rashford looks like his confidence is gone as well.
I don't know about confidence. He just looks like he's checked out, bro. Because when he was playing for England, he didn't look like his confidence wasn't there.
True. That's true. That's true.
I just think that he just can't be asked.
R2 ones. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not.
What's that?
That comment.
Your 2-1 was convincing. Yeah, it was compared to ours.
But first half was convincing. Second half, not as much. But first half we banged. Second half we took our foot off the pedal a little bit. But yeah, it's what it is. I think that we expect that, and Brighton got better as well. Yeah, but no, with yeah, I mean, it's mad when you're looking at a Man United team and you're going, do you know what? I reckon Maguire might have been our man of the match.
And he wasn't, though. Do you know what I mean? Like that was some little sympathy.
No, I think him and Amrabat were. Who else?
Bro, I didn't think Amrabat was good at all, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think
who out of your team, who were your best players?
Bro, I don't think anyone was good, bro. Like we struggled to beat Sheffield United, bro. Like no one was good. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like you probably just give it to one of the players that scored, bro. Like that's how bad the game was. Do you know what I mean? I would have just given it to Dalot because he scored the winner. That's how bad.
Do you know what? The mad thing is, I think Maguire was good, but I do get it. He was just doing the basics that he should be able to do anyway.
Yeah, but bro, you're saying he was good, bro. Like Sheffield United got a 1-on-1, literally right at the beginning of the game, and it was off him, bruv. What's man talking about? You know what I'm saying? I can't remember who it was. The Brer with the low socks, bruv. He missed like what? For me, that's an open goal. Because if that drops to me on the pitch, bruv, it's an open goal.
I'm trying to think of it now.
Bruv, right at the beginning of the game. I'm looking at that like that's an open goal. You're 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper in the box, bruv. You got to score and you hit it straight at the goalkeeper.
Yeah. I remember what you mean now. Yeah.
And Maguire was McBurney, bruv. And Maguire was just standing there, bruv. You know what I mean? Maguire was the one that played him on side. Yeah. So, and that was right at the beginning. Do you know what I'm saying? And that was right at the beginning of the game. So they gave him man of the match because that Brer missed. That's why he got man of the match.
I'm not going to say it's a performance that makes me go, yeah. I mean, some of the props I've seen from Maguire have been mad. But I do think he's gone, for whatever reason, it seemed like he'd gone back to basics. But it's worrying when you allow first half, Sheffield United played so much better football than Man United, yeah? Yep. And it was because Man United allowed them to.
I don't think we allowed him to. I just think that we couldn't stop them because we're useless, bruv. That's just what
I'm trying to help you here, bro.
Bro, United don't deserve any compliments, bro. They're a disgrace, blood. Like, it's just the worst footballing team in the league right now, currently. Do you know what I mean? When you're looking worse than Sheffield United, a team with a minus 17 goal difference at the bottom of the league, there's actually nothing to be positive about. Like honestly, if you're a Man United fan trying to talk up anything about that game, yeah, like honestly, to get a life.
All right. So
No,
no. Sorry, Ty. I've got to do it again. I've got to throw you under the bus. Yesterday, he said at the start of we were reviewing all the games, and someone said, "Aren't we going to talk on Man United?" And Ty goes, "I don't really think there's anything to talk about. We won." He goes, "We could have won 5-1." And at that point,
what game,
bro? I was like, "But what?"
Bro, we had 5 shots on target in the whole game.
And I think that's how we thought that you could have won 5-1 because you had 5 shots on target.
Wow. Yeah, no. It wasn't that. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. It was literally. I wouldn't even call it a wonder strike from Dalot, because when you look at it again, the keeper should have saved it.
Yeah, he should have. Yeah.
Like he got 2 hands on it. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So
one of them games where the quality of football in the game was just poor. Like at times, Sheffield United strung a few passes together. I think you lot got better when ultimately Bruno started playing in the type of position that, as a manager, you would play Bruno in if you're going to play him. Not trying to. It's mad. It's like Ten Hag thinks that Bruno is this creative midfielder that can drop deep like Xabi Alonso and control a game from deep. And it's like,
I don't know what he thinks, you know. I don't know what the manager thinks we are. Like, I don't know what he thinks we are. I don't know what he thinks Bruno is, because Bruno's not got none of the attributes, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's got none of the attributes, yeah. He can't pass. He can't shoot. Like, even his shooting's overrated massively, bro. Like, that guy don't score goals from outside the box, bro. It's a myth. He can't shoot, bro. Like, I don't know. He can't dribble. Like, he can't tackle. He just runs around, bro. Like, he's got no attribute in football that's above a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like,
I've heard one or two say his mentality. I don't think his mentality is that great.
Mentality, he's a diver, bro.
Yeah.
He's a diving cheat, bruv. Like, how's the mentality? I've seen this guy run into people, fall over, and screaming for them to get booked. Like, what mentality are they talking about, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, he is awful, bro. Like, he's awful. Like, it actually angers me, bruv, to see him in a Man United shirt, because he's by far our worst player, bruv. By far. Because he's got nothing about him, bro. And the thing is, he's been given, the freedom of Old Trafford. That's what kills me. If we gave any other player the freedom that he gets, we'll get more out of him.
Yeah. That bruv, was
even
that
if
was
we gave
something I noticed.
even if you gave McTominay the freedom that Bruno gets, bruv, he'll score more goals.
Yeah, well, he is.
Like, bro, honestly, bruv, if we said to McTominay, yo, bro, like, you're gonna have that freedom number 10 role and you can just run wherever you want, bro, he'll bag way more goals than Bruno.
Yeah.
This Bruno guy's awful, bruv. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know how this fan base rate him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that it's taken them 3 seasons to actually see that he's not good, bro. Now we're starting to see little murmurs about it. Bro, listen, I saw right through him from the very beginning when we signed him.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a bum, mate. Absolute bum.
So you're confident going into the derby then, yeah?
Yeah. Confident we're going to get smoked. Yeah, bro. Like, bro, look at our midfield. There's no chance. You lot are going to have a field day, bruv. You've got Rodri back.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's big problems for us.
I'm not going to lie. It's one of them games going into it where we're not. Look, City aren't. I'm not going to come in and say City are in the best form. Yeah, but
no, they're not.
But it's the fact of watching Man United this season, and I can't see. You know, I'm looking at it thinking, I don't know what you're going to. I don't know how. It's going to be one of them ones where City could quite easily pin you back in your own half and just...
Yeah, it's going to be one of them games where we hardly see the ball here, and it's going to be, can you break us down? It's going to be that kind of game.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah. I think Casemiro will come back in. They'll probably put Amrabat and Casemiro in front of the back four as well, and it will be a... But, and that's the bad thing. It shouldn't be that at Old Trafford, should it?
No, but it will be. It will be.
Yeah.
It'll be that. Do you know what I mean? Cass is in Brazil. I don't know.
Is he still there?
Yet. I don't know if he's back yet, but he didn't come straight back.
Same with Edison, because Ortega's in. at the weekend because I think Edison was still travelling back or something at that point.
Okay, yeah, Cass was injured or something like that, and he stayed there for treatment or something, and he's suspended for tomorrow's game anyway, so he should be back for the weekend. Whether he goes straight back into the starting lineup will be interesting. Whether the manager plays McTominay because he scored again.
I think he'll start.
Because he
With
can't
him being
start,
a Manchester boy as well.
He can't start Amrabat unless he starts Amrabat at left back. I can't see him starting Amrabat, Cass, McTominay, and Bruno. So one of them are getting dropped.
Yeah. Because I can see him wanting to start Højlund as well.
Yeah, Højlund will definitely start.
Yeah, and then Anthony, Rashford.
That's what I mean. It'd be Anthony, Rashford, Højlund. So the only way Amrabat, Cass, McTominay all start is if Amrabat starts a left back. And I don't think he's going to do that against Man City. It's going to be a Lindelof thing for sure. Yeah. He's not going to take the risk of playing of Amrabat at left back. Man said 6-3. We're not scoring 3 goals against Man City. There's no way, bruv.
I'll be honest with you. Akanji's suspended, right?
Yeah.
And I feel that's a good thing. Listen, I think Akanji is a very good 5th choice centre-back, but he's our 5th choice centre-back. And he's been starting a bit. I want to see Vardy, Diaz, Stones all on that pitch, one way or the other. Whether it be Stones and Diaz at the back with Walker on the right and Vardy on the left, or whether it be Ake on the left, Vardy, Diaz and Stones at the back. Either way, Stones and Diaz have good games against you lot. And yeah, you're right. With that defense, I can't see you scoring 3. I can't.
Bruv, we're not. Bruv, when's the last time you scored
I can't.
3?
I can't see you scoring more than.
Scored 3 anywhere. Like, man, talking about I scored 3 goals against who, bruv? We're more likely to concede 3. Do you know what I'm saying?
And said our under 18s autistic B team smokes United.
Bro, we concede 3 goals regularly. We don't score that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And we don't. And I mean, to be fair, do you know, between January, between January and when we played Wolves, where Wolves scored 2, we didn't concede more than 1 goal a game.
Yeah, it's looking long, bro. I'll be honest. It's looking extremely long. Like, I'm not looking forward. I'm not looking forward to the game for multiple reasons, and also I can't trust the manager, bro. I can't trust the manager to pick a team that can beat you lot, bro. Honestly, like, I really can't.
Do you think that's his game? You think he loses that? You think he might be on the way out?
No, not necessarily, because people will turn around and say they expected us to lose anyway. City. I think we go out the Champions League and we lose this game and the Newcastle game, then he's under real pressure. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
So a bit longer then, yeah?
Yeah.
So I guess you're right. Tomorrow's game is a big one as far as because
100%. If we lose tomorrow,
If
we lose tomorrow, lose to City, lose to Newcastle. If we lose them 3 games in a row, I think he's gone for sure. Do you know what I mean? But tomorrow we should get something. You know what I mean? But don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, because the Newcastle and the City game, that we're not getting nothing from that. Like, I'm pretty confident we're not going to get nothing from that. I can't expect us to get anything like that, the way that Newcastle are playing, and also the fact that it's Manchester City.
Real.
Like, it's Manchester City. Like, regardless of whether we're at home or not, when it matters, like, City would turn us over, bruv. Like, so it's just one of them things where it's not looking good, bruv.
Yeah, I think I've seen a few people saying about Onana as well. And obviously, look, in the Champions League final, it was a different goalkeeper. But even I think him and Haaland have got some business to continue, because the last 10-15 minutes of that game, Haaland was quite quiet in the Champions League final, 100%. But in the last 10-15 minutes, he was proper rattling Onana. That, like, he was putting him under pressure and whatever. And it was a 10-15 minute spell. And I think Haaland will have looked at that and thought, looked at him this season and thought, I can put this guy under some serious pressure. And Alvarez as well. If they start pressing him and pressing I don't know, that's the the maddest thing. If you lot do try and play out from the back, it could be a long day. And I don't know if he needs to be telling Anana, no risks, no playing out from the back. You need to go long because, yeah,
but Pep will have you lot set up for that anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like whatever we decide to do, I think Pep's gonna have you guys set up for that.
Yeah.
I'll be real. Like it's mad that we're even looking forward to the City game because, bro, this Copenhagen game is not guaranteed 3 points. Blood. Obviously, we're at home. We should beat them, but we said the same thing about Galatasaray.
Yeah. Galatasaray hadn't lost in England, hadn't won in England going into that game.
Yeah, it's not good enough, bro. It's not good enough. I'll be real. It's not good enough. I big up my man for the super chat. He said Arsenal fans keep saying that allowing Arteta to stay despite being liable to the Saka 3 times got them here as title challenges. Do you think patience?
No.
Ten Hag will be fruitful for us in the future? Hell no.
Hell no. I hate to say I thought that.
But Arsenal fans ain't won nothing. So as much as they say it got them here, where's here, bruv? Do you know what I'm saying? Where's here?
The thing is,
bottled top 4 2 seasons ago, bottled the league last season. Do you know what I mean? And they won't win the league this season again. So when they say got us here, it depends on what the goal is. If the goal is, I don't know, to just play pretty football and not win anything, then I guess, yeah, cool. But we're not even playing good football.
That's the thing. You can't see. That's the difference with Arteta. You could look at it and go, all right, I see what he's trying to do. Even with the way he was with the dressing room, he was probably making the right decisions with the dressing room. Gunnar Lee came on our channel the other day and he actually broke down like what people say about Arteta. And it was like, about Ten Hag. And he was saying he's supposed to be a tactician. We're not seeing that. Supposed to be a good manager. We're not seeing that. And supposed to have a good player identification. We're not seeing that. And it's kind of like everything is true. And like I said, last season, watching from afar, I thought, yeah, all right, I see what Ten Hag's doing. But ultimately, I was wrong. What he actually ended up doing was changing his whole philosophy on football, right? Winning a trophy and setting the bar higher. That now means he can't go back to his tactics now because the pressure is win trophies, bro. You've won one. So now, United fans, we want trophies and we want a style of football. And at the moment, he can't do neither. And he's just, and he can't handle pressure.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I would 100%, I would understand the call for giving him more time, yeah, if we were at least playing good football.
Yeah.
And also if he was identifying the right players and he was building correctly.
Yeah.
This is the thing. The Anthony signing alone's worth the sack, bro.
Yeah, that's
especially the fact that the Anthony signing is largely responsible for what's happening with Sancho.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no way you can tell me that Anthony's better than Sancho. I'm not having it, bro. Like there's no one that knows football or claims to know football that thinks that Anthony's better than Jadon Sancho. I don't care how you feel about Sancho. Yeah. Anthony ain't on his level.
And when you look at that, you actually now you look and think, why did you go and spend that money on Anthony when we already had Sancho? Well, we know why, because obviously, clearly, you had an agenda against Sancho already. You didn't want Sancho.
Yeah, 100%.
But then you've gone and replaced him with a player that's worse than Sancho.
Bro, you've spent 100 million euros on a player that we didn't need, blood.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And you could say the same with Mason Mount. You spent 65 million pounds on a player we didn't need. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like when you look at them 2 signings, yeah, that is
150. What is it about?
Bro,
140
that's
million
nearly
in
200 euros, blood.
Yeah,
200 million euros, blood. Because what's 65 million pound in Europe? It must be about 80 million.
Yeah, it must be about 8 million.
It's about 180 million euros, yeah, on 2 players that we didn't need, bro. He could have signed 3 players that we needed.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? That for that same money, that could have better balanced the team and made us better. Instead, he wasted that money. He shouldn't be forgiven for the money that he's wasted.
Oh, I've never even thought of it on them 2 signings alone. That is mad. Especially when it is, like you said, it's for 2 players that you had
that haven't improved the team. Bro, like literally the last game, Mount started on the bench. Who scored?
Tottenham.
Who scored?
Madison. Good goal, man.
It's crazy, bro. Like when you actually look at it, yeah. Like Mount started on the bench yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, the last
Came
game
on for like 10 minutes, didn't he?
Bruv, 10 minutes at the end. You don't spend £65 million for a player, yeah, that doesn't walk into the starting lineup.
Not Man United, but not the Man United at the moment. Now you don't.
Yeah, no way. That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? And that's it.
Not when
We
there's
had
other
Mount.
positions.
We had Mount in Fred.
Yeah.
And Fred scored more goals than him.
Yeah.
Like Fred was one of our top scorers last season. So getting rid of Fred to bring in Mason Mount makes absolutely zero sense, bruv. And this was the manager. The manager decided that this is what we do. And this is what I'm saying. When you look at the talent he's identified, the players that he's brought in, the football that we're playing, our away record, and then our record.
And now your home record a bit as well.
Now our home record as well.
Yeah.
And then also our record against the big six in general, or the big nine, or the top nine. It's not even a big nine, the top nine, bro. Like, there's so many things going against this manager. And then his lack of ability, to keep control of the dressing room, because the players clearly don't want to play for him in the majority. Obviously, there's a chat about Casemiro regretting joining Manchester United. And bro, yeah, that's what they're saying, bro. And you know what it is, with Cash, it's like, I understand why he would regret coming. Like, they're saying that his agents come out and he's refuted it and this, that, and the other. But bro, the agent was always gonna come out and say that, because Man United are paying his wages, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can't tell me for 1 second that Cass is happy, to be in this Man United team. He's doing more than he should be doing because it's an imbalanced team. He's being made a scapegoat for bad performances. And we saw against Sheffield United, he's not the issue, because he didn't play against Sheffield United and we struggled. So all this talk about Casemiro, it was proven that he's not the issue. But we knew that already, because man was our top scorer, and he's the guy that turned up and scored a brace against Bayern Munich when we were getting slapped all over the place. So all this chat about him is ludicrous. But the fact that he's left a Real Madrid team, to come to this Man United team, probably was told that Man United were going to sign the right kind of players and we were going to challenge and we were going to do things. Probably sold him a great project. And think about it. When you're in the last big contract of your career, barring now, obviously Saudi's on the table now, but I mean,
there wasn't
you know what I'm saying? When you go into the last big contract of your career, bruv, what you want, is you want a good project. That's what you want. Obviously, money, yes, but you want a good project. This Man United project is a disgrace. Like, what are we actually building? Like, we've gone backwards under this manager. How have we gone backwards while spending like 450 million?
Yeah, I think it's mad, but you're in a better place when you had Ralph there.
No, 100%, because at least we knew that. At least he knew what was needed, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least Ralph was very honest about what was needed at the club. Now, we were in a much better position when he was there. So now it looks like we're going to have to go backwards to go forward again. And this manager needs to go, bro.
Yeah. It's one of them. Do you know where I am this week with the derby? It's hard for me to not be overconfident.
Yeah,
it's hard because I've been that before. Like I've Liverpool last season. To be fair, when we played Liverpool, they were in really bad form, and I was thinking, do you know what? We ain't gone to Anfield and got something for a while, but I think we're going to. Even the Arsenal game the other week, not as confident, but I was still thinking, yeah, you know what? This is, that was a mistake. Fulham might score here. Bad mistake from the keeper. Anyway, no, they didn't. But I'm looking at this game at the moment, and when I'm thinking, nah, you know what? I've got to be humble. I've got to wait, because look, it is a derby. It is at Old Trafford, but when you look at it at the moment, I can't pick out a player for you that's performing.
Bro, I'll be honest, Man City need to play the worst that they've played all season,
Yeah.
Just to not win the game. Do you know what I mean? Even a draw. Even for Man United
a draw's
to get
a bad result for City.
Yeah,
Bad result for City.
For Man United to get a draw against Man City, yeah, Man City need to play the worst football they've played all season. That's how bad we are. Don't get it twisted. If Man City play anywhere near what they can play, Man United do not have a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, they do not have a chance, bro, because if they're struggling against Sheffield United, they're not going to turn it on against Man City, bro. Like,
and that's the thing. What I saw from ultimately with Sheffield United were moving the ball about in the first half in particular in a way that City would move the ball about, but just not of City's level, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then when they hit the final third, it was just lacking. Whereas, when it hits the final third with us, you got Alvarez, you got Foden, you got Doku, you've got Haaland. Like I said, I'm trying to say this week I am really on humble watch, trying to keep myself. But I'm looking at it thinking, I don't know, United are going to have to come out and put on some... I don't know what, Ralph... Tomorrow is a massive game for you because if one or two players have a good game tomorrow, that could help to pick up your confidence.
I don't even think so because it's Copenhagen, bro. Like, it doesn't mean anything. This is the thing. Like, United, you know what it is? And we were saying earlier, United, we're nearly in November. United have not had one good performance this season. Not one.
Yeah.
Not one single good performance, yeah, to say, yo, like, this is what we can do. There's not a single. How are we going into November and we haven't got one good performance in the bag, bro? Even against the lesser teams.
Yeah, I think one of the best performances I've seen was probably a pre-season friendly when most of your youngest were on the pitch,
bro, and we lost. That was our best performance this season, losing to Arsenal. That was our best performance. Like, literally.
It's another one where I'm looking at, where was it the weekend I was saying against Brighton, I wanted Grealish on. He didn't start. This one, if I'm Pep, I'm going Doku. Get out there and just cook. Just feast. Foden, same. I probably even would go with. I don't want to see
Doku
Foden
on what side though,
bro? Against
you put him on the right if you're smart. Against us. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't know who's going to be a left back.
And then maybe you would go
Lindelof.
Yeah.
Do
you know what? I probably would, and then I probably would play Grealish on the left, just to play Doku on the right. But either way, you could with this United defense, you could play Doku on the left, you could play Foden on the right. I just think if you, I don't know what you, Bro,
I don't know if Reguilon comes back and goes straight into left back from the beginning. If he does, I'll be surprised. But I don't know if Reguilon goes straight in, guys. You know what I mean? I don't know if he goes straight in, but I just know that it's not looking like I can't see a way. Yeah. I can't see a way that we don't lose. And we don't lose comfortably, bruv. Like, just based on
I hear it.
And also, I can't see a way that Man United players go into that game confident as well, because confidence does matter. You have to understand, football is a psychological game. The way they played against Sheffield United, don't get it wrong. These Man United players know how bad they are. They know. Like, when you're seeing them scraping past Sheffield United, the way they celebrated against Brentford, like the knee slides and all that, bro. Like, these men know how bad they are right now. They're not gonna be going into this City game confident, especially City are playing young boys or something. You lot probably play your second team and still beat them like 4-0.
Have you seen the training ground we're training at? The name of it?
No. Oh, is that there, Gaff?
Yeah, but bro, hold on, let me find this. It's like some sort of joke here. You can't announce it. It's just, hold on, let me find it. Man City training.
Man said I'm just deep in Sheffield United. Bro, 20th in the league, minus 17 goal difference, bro.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and we're going to go into Man City game. We got Maguire at centre-back. Yo, we are done.
Luton are actually performing. Where's it called? Right. Oh, no, I need to find it now. I can't find what it's called, but it's like some myth. We're playing young boys in the training grounds called something like Wankforth or something.
Oh, listen,
like, bro, come on, man. What is going on? No, bro. Trust me, yeah. When you see it, I saw it earlier and was like, nah, this can't be happening.
Brother.
Bro, if you see it, it's like Jimmy Savile must have been managing the club or something. I'm thinking this is not.
Yo, this is crazy, blood. Yo,
I saw it earlier on and I was like, nah, come on, who's coming up with it? That's it. Look, someone just put it. It's called Wankdorf Stadium. Wankdorf Stadium or something.
Is it really?
Yeah. Wankdorf Stadium training for the young boys, bro. What type of effery is that?
Bro, them Savile stadiums,
Bro,
blood.
Wankdorf,
Savile Arena, blood. Man said, Wankdorf young boys on
that.
You
break the name of that stadium into two, and it's wanked off. Yeah.
Nah, I'm good, bro. Like, man, you need to Google that. You know, I don't know what's gonna pop up, blood. You know, like that, man. Can't even be Googling them things there.
Your IP address is being checked swiftly.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, man. Come and start confiscating laptops and that. That's crazy. Can't lie.
Someone just said, when's De Bruyne back? Lucky for you, man, he's not back this weekend. He's I think he's back sometime in November, which is good because we thought he wasn't going to be back till January. But at the moment, we saw him out at UFC at the weekend, so.
Okay,
he's chilling at the moment. I'm not mad at, like, obviously after the Arsenal game, people were talking about, City are missing De Bruyne and missing Rodri. But for me, yeah, that's right. We're missing two key players, but we have to get used to that because De Bruyne is not a spring chicken no more. Yeah, so it's good for us to have a period without him anyway to get used to what it's going to be like. Because I'd probably say by the back end of next season, De Bruyne's going to be dropping off a bit, I reckon. So is what it is. And I saw another comment. Someone said about Pep not starting Grealish.
How do you feel about that? Because it's starting to drag on now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. I know. There was the injury. There was also, after the injury, there was then disciplinary issues that were kept in-house. But now, for me, it's one of them ones where I feel we need him back. I do. I wanted him back at the weekend because I just think, look, we're looking at a City team without, especially the period we've had. We haven't had Rodri, yeah. Gundogan's gone. Mahrez is gone. Stones was out. Rodri was out. And at that period there, I just thought, you know what? This is too much change to a treble-winning team. Bring someone in that knows the system. Grealish knows the system. You can even play Grealish in a deeper role, in a midfield role. He knows the system. And that's what's very important about us. And I do think for me, I would have started him against Brighton. But listen, Doku had a good game, so I can't. But yeah, I want Grealish back in the team, and this isn't anything. I like Doku as well, but I'd be playing Grealish first half, some games, bringing Doku on. Look, and by the way, this whole thing, this is fine being a sub and coming on for the last 30 minutes, especially when Doku's 21, right? He's just come to the Premier League. We've seen it at Arsenal. There's no coincidence here that when Martinelli starts, Trossard comes on and impacts the game. And when Trossard starts, Martinelli comes on and impacts the game. If you're a winger, you can really impact a game if you're brought on when the game's stretched. Yeah,
especially if you got pace. Yeah,
yeah. And I'd look at that and be like, all right, we can play Doku on the right, but if not, play Grealish first half, bring Doku on for the last 30, and Doku cooks. So. But it's what it is. Look, it's one of them ones where I don't want to question Pep too hard because he knows what he's doing. But I feel like it's dragging on a little bit now for me. A little bit.
Yeah, I think so, man. He needs to play him now, bro. Man saying Doku was tearing Milner a new one. To be fair,
yeah, he was.
Milner ain't a right back though. You know what I mean? And he was doing a job there. Do you know what I mean, for his team? And Milner's like 38, blood. So. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm not really surprised that young Doku was giving Milner problems. I'm not really surprised, if I'm being honest. But, like, come on, bro.
But I would, at the moment...
play those still.
Grealish has been good against... Grealish, all games last season, he was good against United, actually. The first game, the game at the Etihad, I know Haaland got 3, Foden got 3, but for me, Grealish might have even been our best player. And the same in the second game. Oh, no. Tottenham nearly scored another one.
They're
What are you
playing well.
saying? Yeah. What are you saying? Do you reckon Tottenham? I'm sure you've had these conversations with your brother. Do you reckon Tottenham might be in a title race?
I think Tottenham are the real deal, bro. Like I think
For real?
a lot of people aren't giving Tottenham credit. Like I am, but a lot of people are like, oh no, they're gonna fall off and this, that, and the
I
other.
think so.
They got one game a week,
Yeah.
bro. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we've
And
seen
they've
what
gone
that,
out of the Carabao as well, to be fair.
exactly. We've seen what
Yeah.
that did for Chelsea, bro. They literally won the flipping league, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or when they had one game a week last time
Yeah.
under Conte, bro. Like when you've only got one game a week, yeah, and you've got a small squad like they've got. Do you know what I mean? It's easy. You don't have to keep people happy. Like everyone's winning games, everyone's getting minutes. Like it's calm. Do you know what I'm saying? They've got a couple players they'll lose to the AFCON, but then they'll lose players, but then they've got players
It's not too long. It's only a
coming
few
back.
weeks anyway.
Do you know what I mean? And also you got the Chelsea coming back. You've also got Bentancur coming back. I think as long as they don't get any crazy injuries.
Injuries is going to be the key.
Yeah. And also like when you're playing less games, that becomes less of an issue. It becomes less of an issue.
Yeah, it does. Of course it does. Yeah. I don't know. At this stage, I guess I'm looking at it. I'm thinking Tottenham have been here before. Tottenham have been top at Christmas before. I think you are right though on the fact that they're in no other competitions. Even if they are in the FA Cup, it's not enough games for it to really impact it like that. When you're thinking that when it gets to that business end of the season, potentially City are going to be in Champions League knockout stages. Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal will go too far. I think Arsenal will probably get to quarters. I don't think I can see Arsenal going out in the quarters. Liverpool. Listen, if Liverpool are in the title race, I guess I think Liverpool will go quite far in the Europa League, and that's a mad one because then that's Thursday night, Sundays.
That's crazy. That's the thing with Liverpool. It's a weird one because it's like if you're Liverpool, you probably should take that really seriously because you can
Klopp
win.
Will, I think. And
you know
Klopp, remember they got to a final before and Klopp lost it. So Klopp's going to be looking at that thinking that's one I want to get.
That was against Sevilla or something, innit?
Yeah. Was it Sevilla? I think it might have been Sevilla.
I think it was
Sevilla. In the Europa League, it usually is Sevilla, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Sevilla. And
I think he'll want to win. He'll want to win that. All right, he'll probably rotate, but once they get to the quarters or whatever, they won't rotate as much because he will want to win that. Once you get that far, you might as well pick it up. So, and then who's the other team in the top four? And then there's Newcastle. I think Newcastle will go out by the quarters as well.
Out of what?
Champions League.
Bro, they were in the group of death. Man thought
they're going through.
At the bottom.
Yeah, I think they're going to go through. Yeah.
Bro, PSG could end up dropping down to the Europa. Imagine that.
Well, I see it.
Bro, and that's
I do see it.
Man United, I'm not trying to be in the Europa League because we're not going to finish in the top two of our group. Yeah. And it's like, yo, if we drop down to Europa League with PSG, Liverpool, blood, hey, don't allow it, man. You know what I'm saying? And bro, like Arsenal got to play Sevilla home and away, you know?
Yeah.
Like, bro, there's a way they're not winning both those games. So
look, even if I think Arsenal get through their group, but Arsenal.
So do I, but they're probably
once they get to the knockout stages.
Like, again, it's difficult competition for them. Like they're not good enough to do anything serious in the Champions League. They're not.
No, they're not yet. I mean, a lot of Arsenal fans, especially more, not even so much the content creators, but more the fans in the comments. Yeah, they hate the way I talk about them and their chances in Europe. Even though I'm saying it from a City point of view.
Yo, I think he's frozen. Hold on, you'll be back. We're just getting to the good part, bro. Arsenal just about to get fried, blood, and then my man froze, you know. Nah, bro. I mean, to get him back, blood. Yeah, I mean, it's just
I'm back.
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, I'm back. My network drops. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, but what I was saying is, I've spoke on it quite a few times that as a City fan, when we were going into the Champions Leagues as champions of England, we still were struggling, right, in Europe, and that was after multiple years in it. Even after getting to semi-finals under Pellegrini and whatever, but Arsenal fans seem to think that the first year back. I've seen stuff like we want to play Bayern Munich and show them what we've got, and it's like, really?
Mm.
Like I just think that's mad disrespectful because like I've been there. I've been to the Bernabeu, yeah. After we've beat them in the first leg, thinking, yeah, do you know what? This is light work. We're through to the final, and seeing what happens when teams with heritage score 1 goal at home, yeah, with 10 minutes left, and you end up losing. Like, and if Arsenal aren't ready for those type of things, the truth is, Arsenal last season in the Europa League, United got further than them.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
And you know they what did they draw or lost their first leg. We're going won't be the same back at the Emirates, and then
Sporting Lisbon, innit?
yeah, and Lisbon went to the Emirates and went through. So I think if that can happen in the Europa League, you're not ready to be talking about you're looking forward to meeting Bayern in the group stages. Yeah, listen, any team in the knockout stages, any team can play a team in the group stages, and one of the legs later in the group stages, when people are pretty much qualified, yeah, can pick up wins. We did it when we first got to the Champions League. We'd go and pick up a win against Bayern when it meant nothing to Bayern, yeah. When it gets to them knockout stages and you're playing teams like Bayern, teams like Liverpool when they're in it, teams like Real Madrid, even teams like Atletico Madrid, that like it's a completely different ball game. Even the Italian teams and Arsenal on the away legs, they won't be able to handle it.
No.
At least the one thing I would say is with Newcastle, do you know what? Newcastle in the second leg, if they bring them back to St. James's Park.
Yeah, that place is a fortress at the moment.
Yeah, but I'm not hearing this Emirates fortress nonsense. It's not a fortress. It isn't a fortress. Like, that's a myth, a big, big myth.
All right, I'm with you still. Do you know what I mean? They didn't want to hear that still.
No.
They didn't want to hear that, but you're right.
And this is a thing. There's teams like in the Champions League, know-how is a thing, yeah? And like winning, knowing that your team has won it before is a thing.
Chelsea have had it for a while, bro. Even when they're not doing well in the league.
Yeah.
They just
Liverpool
got that
have had it, bro.
innit? Yeah.
Until recently, in my lifetime, yeah, I've seen Liverpool win more Champions Leagues than I have leagues. Right? And generally, that tells you Liverpool haven't been that good in that period. Because of their know-how in the Champions League, Liverpool are a problem. Like, that's why I'm looking at the Champions League this season going as a City fan, and I'm going, do you know what? There's been things that we've struggled with in the Champions League. One of them has been the fact that we couldn't get it over the line. Well, we've done that now. Another one was Real Madrid, right? Because they've haunted us a bit. Now, we've done them, beat them now. Another one was... who was the other one? Bayern Munich beat them last season. And then the final one for me, the final one that I wouldn't want to, we still haven't got over yet, is Liverpool in the Champions League. And they're not in it this season. So I'm kind of looking, as a City fan, I'm looking at the Champions League this season going, there's nothing in this competition that I fear. Real Madrid, I think are better than they were last season. Yeah, there's nothing that I haven't seen. Whereas Arsenal, they can't be looking at the Champions League going, oh, yeah, we got this. Based on what?
Yeah,
based on what?
Based on nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
No, 100%. Like, obviously, you've got reason to be confident because you're defending it, bruv.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And also, the teams, apart from Real Madrid, there's not many teams in that league that are better now than they were last season.
No.
Like,
it's a big thing as well. When I think with the Champions League, like last season, I was on City's channel. That must be an Arsenal fan that said, Daps, you lost to Wolves. Yeah, all right, mate. And City can lose games, 100%, right? But the Champions League is 2 legs, yeah? And that is the key. And it's all about, when you get to their knockout stages, it's all about making the most of the home legs, right?
Oh, for sure.
And Manchester City have the best Premier League record of all time in the Champions League at home. I think we're something like 25 games unbeaten at home now in the Champions League.
Stupid, yeah.
Yeah. And that's what you have to do. And the minute I saw that Real Madrid game, the semi-final last year, that the first leg was at their gaff, I was like, we're going through because we'll go there. Even if we lose 2-1, we'll bring them back to the Etihad and we'll smoke them. Whereas so far, I can't see Arsenal being able. I've seen Newcastle be able to do that, to be fair, but I can't see Arsenal smoking any of the big boy teams at the Emirates. I can't, and I can't see him getting good enough results away from home neither.
True. Listen, I hear that. I completely hear that. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting to see how the groups kind of work themselves out, because, like everyone said, that Newcastle group was meant to be the group of death. And I don't know if we underestimated Newcastle or
Yeah, maybe.
overestimated everyone else, or both. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bit of a mad one, because the way they breezed past PSG was crazy. And they look so organized, and they're very, like, they're a proper robust team, like physically strong, physically
That's
fit.
important in Europe as well, by the way.
Yeah.
That's very, especially away from home, just to be able to go away from home and keep the margin low. Like, even if you lose 2-1, knowing you're going back to a fortress, and then who knows? Someone just said Barca aren't in the new camp. They're not, but I think they're at their Olympic Stadium, aren't they? Which is basically it's on the hill looking down on the whole of Barcelona. So it kind of, I get it's not the new camp, but it's still still a big home advantage.
Yeah. That's it, man.
Barca a shout. I guess Barca's maybe.
Maybe we did overrate everyone else, to be fair.
Yeah.
Overrated PSG.
Yeah.
Overrated Dortmund. But then again, and then I guess Milan, maybe we did overestimate everyone else.
Juventus smoked Milan last night, didn't they, I think?
No, wasn't it only 1-0? Or
was it only 1-0? I thought it was more than that. Was it only 1-0? It's not really smoking.
Or was that a different game?
Let me have a look. It's only 1-0. That's definitely not smoking.
Yeah, because I know they beat them, but I think it was at Milan Stadium though.
Where's it gone? It was the top of my list yesterday.
Yeah, it was 1-0.
Was it 1-0? And where was it?
Yeah, but I think it was at Milan though.
It was at Milan. Okay.
I think it was though. Do you know what I mean?
1-0's not smoking though.
That's the only thing. But either way, like, it's like Milan got smoked by Inter, didn't they?
Yeah. They got that was a smoking. That was a.
That's what I'm trying to say. So Milan ain't doing what people thought they were gonna do. I'll be real. They didn't.
Yeah. Not with when the players they were signing in the summer, everyone was getting excited. Is that 3-0? Nah, Son's first. No. Tottenham go back top then, right?
Yeah, they go back top of the league. Man said, and Locatelli as well, you know, put the dagger in Juventus. Yes, peak at that time, bro. Put the dagger for Juventus, should I say? That's actually not. Locatelli is a baller as well.
Yeah, he is.
That's what I mean, 4-0, 5-1. See, that it's crazy. I don't know. So this is it. Like, AC Milan on paper, they're another team, amazing heritage and stuff like that. But bro, them man, they've been trash for a minute. I'll be real. They've been trash for a hot minute.
Inter put them out last season as well, didn't they?
Yeah, but bro, like them, they've been a Europa League team for the most part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If we're being completely honest, like they have been a Europa League team, like, and to be fair, they're probably still at that level now. They're probably a Europa League team still. Like, obviously they're playing in the Champions League, but they're a Europa League team. Like AC.
Do you know? I think one of the things with Newcastle though is I think Newcastle aren't going into the Champions League getting carried away. They're not going into it going,
they're going there humble and just doing stuff, you know, like that.
And that's how you need to be in the Champions League. If you go in there naive and thinking, listen, Arsenal did not win the league last season, but Arsenal fans still are saying, well, we're one of the best teams in Europe, right? That is Arsenal fans are saying, we are one of the best teams in Europe.
Facts.
Right. I always said it until we won the Champions League, when Manchester City kept being made favourites to win the Champions League, I was saying it does not make sense, yeah? I understand we've won the Premier League, but if we have not won the Champions League, how can we be favourites to win it? I don't get it, yeah? And now, this season, call us favourites, no problem whatsoever. But before we'd won it, I was like, I don't really get that, because on one hand, people want to tell us that, you don't know how to win the Champions League. But then on the next hand, they want to make us favourites for winning the... Hold on a second. Oh, no. Should have scored that probably. I don't see how Arsenal can be overconfident, especially when they get into the knockout stages. And I think that overconfidence will hinder them when they get into it. Because if they carry on I mean, look, we saw it the weekend, overconfidence going into that Chelsea game. That was it. They were overconfident going into that game.
Oh, their fans were. I wouldn't say the team was, though. I
Nah,
just think that
the
the
fans
team
were
have
way
been
overconfident.
playing. Yeah. But I think the team haven't been playing well, and Chelsea just were up for it. Do you know what I mean? And you saw that. Like Arsenal played how they've been playing for a little while now, and got away.
Chelsea
with
wanted it more.
But that's it. Because now, if you think about it, you watch the game. It's like Arsenal have been doing that. They still scored 2 goals. That. They still actually scored 2 goals. So when you look at it, this is a typical Arsenal performance. Don't play well, scored a couple goals anyway, and that was still enough to get them a draw.
Yeah.
But that was them playing how they've been playing for a while. Like, I mean, that's all it is.
I feel like yesterday as well. I'm not saying Arsenal have been as good as they were last season, right? But they've been getting results.
They haven't.
But yesterday they looked off. Like not as good as they were last season. Saturday, sorry. They looked off. I don't know what it was. Even when, because I had someone saying, "Oh no, Arsenal played themselves back into the game." I don't think you did. I think
allowed
Chelsea
them into the game with a mistake.
And then even when Arsenal made it 2-1, I remember saying to Cass, I was sat watching it with him, and I said, "It's weird, bro, because usually when Arsenal get a goal back, I expect them to kick on."
Yeah, but Chelsea
looked like they were going to get a third at one point. And then, so I don't know, something looked a bit off with them. I don't know what it was. And I get what people are saying the entire season. Yeah, I'm not saying they've been great the entire season, but on Saturday, they looked, and do you know what it was? You said it before.
Chelsea were up for
Chelsea wanted it more. Chelsea wanted it more. You could see it. Like Cole Palmer came off because he'd ran his arse off. The guy was knackered. And if you think about it, with Chelsea's squad, back end of last season, it was very clear that a lot of Chelsea's players had kind of tapped out. They knew they weren't going to win anything. They weren't going to be in a relevant position in the league. So they weren't working hard, right? And now all of a sudden they're starting to work hard, but their fitness is not at the optimal. Like, so 75 minutes, and at the moment, this Chelsea squad, they're burnt out. And then you look at who they had left on the bench to bring on, and I think that was the issue. Like they had Reece James and Gusto both still on the pitch, and they're both right backs, like together. Because
Reece James, I think, was playing right mid or something.
Yeah, and then you see, like you said, the first goal, the Rice goal, it was a bad kick.
It was a horrible pass.
But then also, I think Gallagher was too slow to react as well, whereas Rice reacted quickly and nipped in front of Gallagher and took the ball, whereas Gallagher, whether it be tiredness, whether it be just that second
wasn't expecting it.
And just didn't react quick enough. And but I don't think even when Rice scored that, like you can see Rice trying to get behind and get everyone going, but I don't think they look good. And ultimately, you're spot on. Chelsea wanted it more, and that should be. You know what? It's early enough in the season for Arteta to call them out and say, I think some of the changes at City over recent weeks might have been Pep kind of, because back in January last year, Pep had to call out a few senior players and just be like, how much do you want this? Do you want to do the 3P or not? And that was January. And I don't know if maybe that's what he's doing at the moment. Because some of the changes I saw at the weekend, like Diaz, I think Pep maybe as well. Pep, because look,
it's a rocket
I think a little bit because he's like, do you know what? Maybe even with Grealish, it's like, I get it. You did the treble last year, you did a 3-peat last year. But same way I had to question you last year if you wanted to turn a 2-peat into a 3-peat, I've got to question you this year because it's not going to come easy. Like, it's going to be harder than it was last year because Liverpool are back performing better. You got Tottenham performing better. You got Newcastle performing better. And even if it ends up that one or two of them are, and right now, Chelsea, all of a sudden now, you'd say, do you know what? If Chelsea keep working their ass off like that, then Chelsea might be able to take points off of some teams and impact the league. So I don't know if maybe Pep is kind of just questioning some of the players, just like,
maybe it is a rocket for them still.
Because... And it's better to be doing it now. Same with Arteta. It's better to be doing it in October than doing it in February. because in February it could be too late. So I don't know. It's just there's a few, like, for me, Diaz not starting in that game. I'm sure there would have been a reason for it, but I don't know if the reason was that. And when I look at Grealish, maybe that's it as well. A few of them, and but yeah, that ultimately it could also have been because of the fact that we do have to play you lot next weekend, and they could have thought. But if we're being completely 100, you're looking at Brighton right now, or you're looking at Man United. Which one's the more difficult game?
You know what? It's a different game because Brighton try and play football. United aren't going to try and play football against you, so it's going to be a different kind of game.
Yeah, but the same. That's the thing with United. United won't try and play football against us, but at the same time, United are not a team that can do the low block well.
Nah, we can't.
So then against City, it's like I don't know what you're going to do. Really, it's last season. I guess hit us on the counter and hope that you hit us on the counter effectively, but at the moment that hasn't been working for you lot too well.
Yeah, but even the counter thing, it's just like counter what though? With who? With what? With Rashford and Antony, bro. Like I can't
Antony's
see
not it. Nah, Antony's not it on the counter. I'm sorry.
I can't see it. Like
I mean, listen, he ain't gonna start unless something mad happens this week. But if I saw Sancho and Højlund, yeah, I think, okay, there's something we need to watch out for. Sancho manages to pick out a pass, Højlund runs onto it. But again, I don't really know the updates on the Sancho issue. But
Sancho ain't playing for this manager again.
From what that's very much what I'm being told is that he ain't going to be back anytime soon.
It's not going to happen. And Rashford's not the kind of guy to slide a perfectly weighted pass into the centre forward. That's not his game. He needs to pick up the ball and run. So yeah, it's different. And Antony, 1v1s ain't going to take your players on and do anything. So
yeah, I think a player you probably need on the pitch, but it's finding a way to get him on the pitch would be Eriksen.
Yeah, on the ball for sure. Off the ball, the manager doesn't.
Yeah.
The manager don't trust him off the ball. You know what I mean? And Martial always plays well against you lot as well. And it's one of them ones where obviously Højlund is first choice striker at the moment. So like the likelihood of seeing Højlund and Martial on the pitch is very, very low, unless we're trying to rescue something at the end of the game. But I can't see what we do.
Nah. And that is one of them ones where I think the only way that United would be to have a very, very good first half, and then in the 60th, 65th, 70th minute, Garnacho on from the start is not going to cut it. Garnacho on, Eriksen on, then maybe the perfect pass from Eriksen and Garnacho running at us. But it's one of them ones where it has to be City on a bad day.
Fairy tale stuff, mate. You lot have to be awful, and we have to be good. Like that's the only way. Yeah. That's how big the gulf of class is between the two sides. It's so big that you lot need to be down here and we need to be up here just to bridge the gap. Like, can't see it, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we will see. And then
I don't know.
We got the show on Monday straight afterwards, so we can talk on it.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to it, bro. I'll be honest. All we can do is hope for the best. That's all we can do.
I see that Musiala thing.
Man said the Musiala link for City. Oh, let's hope not, bro.
Well, I've seen. I can't stand links yet until. Leave any links until mid December, please. I can't stand it, man. I've seen Cruz linked with us recently as well. I've seen.
Yeah, Cruz ain't gonna happen.
Nah. I've seen Paquetá still on the radar apparently. But that whole I don't know actually what's happened with that? Is that all just washed away now? The Paquetá gambling thing.
I don't know. Yeah, what is the update for that?
It's disappeared. I presume that it must have just been false or something.
I don't know
because it's just gone away.
That's a good point.
If that hasn't gone away, then City won't go in for him because they won't want that. They won't want that slander. We're a club that don't need slander around us. Yeah, so unless that has gone away, we won't go in for him. But if it has gone away and it's been proven that he wasn't involved, then I'd take Paquetá all day long. All day long. Yeah, all day long.
He's an absolute baller. But yeah, I'm hoping you don't get Musiala, brother. Get even stronger. Allow it.
Yeah.
He's a proper City player, man. He will absolutely ooze.
I can't see him being allowed to leave Bayern.
Yeah, true.
I can't see it with him being like the German wonder kid and how closely linked Bayern are with Germany. I think they do all they can to keep him there. I don't. Nah, done too much. They're pretty much through on goal for them, but don't matter. 94th minute now, anyway.
Yeah, game's done.
We go top of the league.
Nah. Fucking nonsense. But yeah, man, no, City will continue to do what they're doing. That's the one thing they will do. It looks like they got a plan in it. And obviously Kevin De Bruyne, his legs are gone, bruv. Really. Do you know what I mean? He can still impact games in that part.
Yeah.
Like when you look at what De Bruyne was as a player, maybe like 5-6 years ago compared to now, it's a completely different player now. Completely different player.
Yeah.
His legs are not there. It depends on what he wants to do, innit? If he wants to stay at the club and impact the game from the bench and stuff like that long term, then he might, but he'll probably lose. I mean, he'll probably leave because he seems like the kind of player that might want to go and play somewhere else. Yeah. And he's not done. Well, he's not done like at the top level of football, but he's done in a top team in terms of his legs, bro. Like,
yeah, I can see us. What season did he come? He come into us for Pellegrini's last season, so that would have been about 2015. 2015. I could see him staying 10 years, and then I could see him being allowed to go on a free. Like we do with pretty much all of our biggest players. Like every year we let a different senior player go on a free. And I could see that happening with De Bruyne. Like every season, if you break it down, bro, I could literally list them to you. Every single season.
Nah, bro, he's what, 31 already, though?
2 more years. 2025, two more, a season and a half. Bro, it's a season and a half.
He ain't got 2 years in the City lineup.
He's got a season and a half left at City impacting games, even if it be less games. Nah, maybe not in the starting lineup, but dropping. It's only a season and a half, and then he'll go summer. I could see him going summer 2025 on a free.
No, he's 32.
Yeah.
Where would he go? Man, he might go to America or something. I don't know. Or he can be spamming in Saudi.
He's managed. He's I think his agent is Rockefeller, isn't it?
Oh, Rock Nation.
So Rock Nation, yeah. So I don't know. It's one of a mad one. I don't actually know where De Bruyne would go, yeah. But it's just a City thing that they like. And listen, last season it was Gundogan. Season before it's Fernandinho. Season before that it was David Silva. Season before that it was Vincent Kompany. No, Yaya. Yeah, Vincent Kompany. Season before that, it was Yaya. Season before... No, Aguero was in there, in fact. It's every season, we let one of our big senior players go on a free transfer, yeah? And it's them go and get their last paycheck elsewhere. And I could see it with De Bruyne because it's like 10 years, fit in. You know, you've done everything you can for this club. Now go and earn one last paycheck somewhere else. Yeah. And... where he goes, yeah, this is a good point. But like you said, I could see De Bruyne going America. You know, I could see him going America. I don't think at that age he'd be looking at going to a European team that's going to be in the Champions League or anything. I think he'd be thinking, yeah, I'm good. I just want to. I know my body. Yeah, I know my body. I've won everything I want to win. Now I just want to go and. With his family and going, I can see America. America makes a lot of sense.
Bro.
Yeah, America
and
makes a lot of sense.
McDonald's is better than the McDonald's here, and we know that KDB likes McDonald's, blood. So it is what it is, isn't it? Like,
bro, he almost looked like he's trimmed down while he's been off, you know.
I don't know, blood. There's a man's doing McDonald's adverts on Instagram and that, bruv. You know what I mean? So I don't know, bruv.
For real?
Yeah, bro. He did, but I think he might be sponsored by McDonald's, blood. I've seen him in a McDonald's advert, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even joking. I've
You
seen
seen
him
the
in
new
the advert.
Haaland? You seen the new Haaland advert?
Nah, what's that for?
Haaland and LeBron for
No.
Beats headphones.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
And
Still.
it's got LeBron's missus talking to him, like saying, like, another season or another game, everyone's going to doubt, can you do it or not? And then it's got Haaland's dad talking to him saying, everyone's saying you're not going to be able to do the same as you did last season. But, and then both of them like saying, but we know that you like what you two put yourselves through to get where you are and whatever. It's quite fitting because it's like, yeah, and it's just been released after Haaland, obviously all the slander on Haaland. And that goal, by the way, that Haaland scored at the weekend that's what he needed. It wasn't a tap in neither. It was a proper goal. And you could see the way he celebrated it was a bit of relief for him as well. So just what you man need for next weekend, to be fair.
Bruv, yeah, we don't need him getting his goal scoring boots back on just before the Manchester derby. We really don't need it.
Yeah. Foden will be up for it as well.
Yeah, that's weird, bro. See, yeah, man said the McDonald's advert's real. Yeah, I seen it, man. Yeah, 100%. It's a chicken nuggets thing, bro. It is. It's real, man.
I know that you're on him for his weight as well, ain't you, Rand?
Yeah, hey, listen, it is. You know what's killed me about the De Bruyne thing, yeah, is because when he was younger, yeah, this guy used to be able to dribble and stuff, and then all of a sudden, yeah, he just can't dribble no more, like, and he just looks fat, bro. It's confusing to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand how players lose the ability to dribble. Like, I don't understand how that's even a possibility. I don't understand how that's a thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
do you know another thing for me though? There's one for me is it confuses me how some players can't cross a ball.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's like, bro, how can you not cross a ball if you've been playing football your whole life at that level? I don't understand how you've gotten in football. But yeah, with De Bruyne, I always thought it used to be one of his things that was very underrated was how much he got back and ran back and won the ball back. But I don't know. Like he's had, if you look at De Bruyne, he's had a lot of injuries in his career. He has picked up quite a few injuries. So, but yeah, man, listen. I have no doubt that when he comes back, by the way, he'll still end up. He's not going to be back till November, but when he comes back in November,
he'll still get them numbers up.
Well, he'll still probably end up getting more assists than most people players in the Premier League.
100%. He'll get them numbers up, man. Like, that's what he does, innit?
Yeah.
That's what he does. You know what I mean? And Holland will be happy to see him as well, blood, because you know that he's missing him, fam. So
yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? It's just one of those ones, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's when we click into gear, when De Bruyne gets back and then him and Haaland start cooking, probably just in time, because De Bruyne will have to come back, get a bit of match fitness and whatever. I would say over the Christmas period, but our Christmas period is mad because of the Club World Cup. So
yeah, 100%. Big up everyone inside. There was a comment about Spurs. That's what I mean. It's like you look at Spurs, no egos, everyone just mucking in. Yeah. And right now they're doing their thing, bro. And you know the funny thing is that they're saying about Maddison, you don't press and that. There was all this chat about his off the ball attributes, the reason why they were saying Man United weren't in for him and so on and so forth. All of that's been put to bed.
Yeah.
And it just shows you, innit, with the right manager, and the right motivation, players will do certain things for certain managers they won't do for others.
Yeah, 100. I'm not gonna lie, Maddison's cooking. Like Maddison is cooking. And it is the manager. You can see the team spirit, the whole team, man.
Yeah, 100%.
And that was without Basuma today as well, by the way. So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so without their DM.
There you
Clean sheet.
There you go, people. So, boy, the game is the game. So, big up everyone. Make sure you subscribe to Never a Foul. The link
is
in the title, people. You already know what it is, man. Back again tomorrow. You know how it is. Match day. And we just need to see what United have in store for us tomorrow. You know what I mean? One thing we do know is that it's not going to be a good game, innit? But I don't know. Hopefully, we just get the win, blood, because when we go to Copenhagen, that's going to be a tough game. When we go to Turkey, that's going to be a tough game, and we still got to go to Bayern Munich. So technically, we could have 3 losses like on the road. So this home game, we have to win.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very, very interesting. You know, like that, people. So. Big up. And what City play on the Wednesday, right?
Yeah, young boys.
I don't know how they got Man United and Arsenal playing on the same day. These morons, bruv. Like, I don't.
It seems to be City and Newcastle play on the same day, and then Man United and
Yeah, I
Arsenal.
know, but it's like,
not
why, bro?
juggling
It
right.
doesn't make sense,
No.
bro. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
for
When
real,
you
it
look at the
doesn't.
size of the fan bases, it would make sense to split up the Arsenal and Man United games.
Yeah,
Like,
it would. It would still.
it's like, fucking weirdos, man. Do you know what I mean? Instead of having them on at the same time, bro. Like, it just doesn't make sense, but bruv, whatever, innit? You know, like that. But guys, big up everyone. You already know what it is. Smash up the like. Is there anything that you want to plug for the week before you leave?
Nah. People, please go and check out Never and Foul. You know what? We want to hit 20k before Christmas, 20k before New Year, yeah. And we're just literally about to hit 18k. So 2,000 people. Please, if you are watching this, don't know how many of you there are, but please, if you can, it's in the title. Go to Never and Foul. Give it a subscription. It's not Man City content. It's generic content. We do an upload in the morning, and then usually round about a 2 p.m. show and a 10 p.m. show. We never clash with Rants as well. So it's one of them ones where, like, there's no impact on either channel, yeah, because we never clash with Rants. So please head over to Never a Foul and give it a subscription. Would be greatly appreciated.
Hey, big up everyone. You already know the thing. Yeah, I mean, the link is in the title. Back again tomorrow, people.